I am. I'm alive. It's been a while. I can say that every time I come on here, which isn't anywhere near often enough. Been to see a house clearance guy, standing outside waiting for them to open up at 9 this morning. Bloody freezing, bad fog, couldn't see a darn thing as driving home. And now I have bad lighting just to make it all the more joyous. Yes, so I figured I'd do a bit of a live because I've literally just come through the door, dropped it all down, and I think I would like to share it because I don't do that often enough. And this is a little bit different because it's house clearance rather than me going through the charity shops again. Hello, Joel. Hi. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, no, well, it's nice to have company because there's nothing weirder than thinking you're talking to yourself. I'm not in my office at the moment because it's warmer down here in the sitting room. So there. I've got a fluffy cat beside me. Yes, that blob is Maximus Verbal, and he's providing some warmth in the room, as well as an awful lot of cuteness. Yeah, I know, you're cute. You're so very, very cute. Got the longest whiskers in cat history. Right, so I was going to share things, and apparently 3 people are with us now, so hey, nice to see you all. Yeah, a wee little haul. I've literally just landed a bag of goodies down here and I wanted to share. I paid £50 for everything that you're about to see, which, you know, I'm building a relationship with this chap in terms of buying stuff for resale. He's quite reasonable, and, you know, as time goes on, deals could get better, who knows, but I'm not complaining. I got this little thing. I like these. Prices on these do vary, but this one is in very fine form. Clearly works, although it's not Tuesday, it's Monday. No, I tell you honestly, I don't know where I am or what the point of me is sometimes. Monday, and of course the light's appalling, so it's not going to be easy to show you. I did actually get a box of jewellery as part of the deal, and that's what prompted me to think, you know, it'll take a few minutes to share. It'll be nice. So this is in good order. It's machine turned, it's chrome, and it's very Art Deco. And I know people like these, so I will eventually get around to listing that sort of thing. I don't think everybody got the fog this morning. I think that was very much a Southern England thing. Now, I can't resist a box. If I see a box, I have to open it because I'm nosy, really. It's kind of what goes with it. It's had a little, it's been outside. So I'll have to see if I can do that. A nice piano hinge along the back. So I'm like, what's in here? It says TESA on the front, and I'm like, it means nothing to me. Anyway, turns out what it is one of these. I've actually got a digital one for measuring the size of things, small things, generally, like my brain today. But this is an actual manual one with a nice dial. It's in pretty good nick. But the idea is you just sort of roll it along and it tells you the size of what it is you're measuring, and down to quite a small degree. So a technical instrument, they can be very expensive, these sort of things. You know, even my cheapy digital one off the interwebs wasn't that cheap. Hello, Leanne. Hiya. So I thought, and it came in its box, and I thought, well, that's jolly nice. It doesn't look like it's been heavily used. It's not been bashed around. All in a lovely padded box, and I thought there's going to be some money in that. And it's not big, and it's easy to post. Some of my criteria, which you will see, I have broken my rule already this morning about breakables. But I have a little, it's a clear one, a little Wedgwood bird. I like these. I mean, you know, we're getting all the glory of my deep dark walls. Yeah, he's a proper Wedgwood one because he's actually signed to the base. But he's cute. He's got a little sweet little face. Or he just distorts mine. Yes. So I thought he was rather sweet. He's got fingerprints on him because I've just had a bag of crisps. So a clean up will be required. McDonald's lunch. Piece of bread with something on it and some crisps. This stuff is bloody cold because it's basically been sat out all night. Are we ready? Are we ready? Deeply grubby. I can't help it. I love these things. It's a much nicer red than it's coming across. And it does have a bit of that sort of layered effect. Summersale, I think is what they call it, but that's when that's a keyword or someone's brand. I don't think it's signed. No, it's not signed, but it's got a lovely smooth base. No knocks and things. And I like these little ear vases. I think they're beautiful. It's kind of grubby. Inside it's going to need a thorough wash. But yeah, that's not bad. That's about 9 inches tall. A little heavier for posting purposes. But I couldn't resist. I just couldn't resist. I've got things wrapped up in a blanket. Oh, I hope this doesn't make a mess. This was a find. Yes, and it glows. Now, I'm not bothered about things that glow or not. Where's my little light gone? Yeah, the universe is playing silly buggers with me because I had it a minute ago. Cat's looking after it. And if I do this with it, with my nice new loop, of course, in this, you can see it glows brightly, even in daylight. This is going to be one hell of a thing. It's got water inside, which appears to have turned a rather nasty green. So that'll want a good clean out. But yeah, I mean, it's unusual. Ugh. Why would I sniff that? It's going to be horrible. Hang on. I think someone might have put bath things in it. Bath foaming liquid. That sort of thing. But it's lovely because it's got tiny bubbles in it. And they're quite nicely controlled. So I have a feeling this could be good. Not showing you properly, as usual. Yes, StreamYard wants me to go pro. If I knew how to, and I knew how to do things, I might. But I've had a technological fail. I think with a really good clean-up, that will come up beautifully. But currently, it's a bit yuck. But, of course, posting is going to be an absolute bloody nightmare. But did I think of that at the time? No, I just grabbed it. So we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. I just heard something go thunk. I got a blankie. Now, I used to sell a lot more blankets than I currently do, but this was so pretty. Such beautiful colours. Lovely big fringe. This was sat on the side, and I wondered if he was selling it or if he was keeping it by to keep himself warm later. Turns out he was selling it. It has got a brand on it somewhere. Here we go. I'll try and show you. But I appreciate it's not Lex. It does have a label. I think my interwebs isn't that brilliant today. How are you, Lex? I'm sorry I missed your Whatnot show. Lex does a wonderful Whatnot show, usually on a Sunday evening. A fabulous goodness. And I was exhausted. So I didn't even think to put the internet on. This is made by Herburn, Herburn, Mill Limited, registered trademark, 100% pure new wool, made in England. So that will keep somebody warm. I need to get that on quite quickly. Could do as a picnic blanket, I suppose. But it's a lot more intense in colour than it's coming over on the... I could sell it as a picnic blanket, I suppose. Then I get tempted to keep, and I'm like, when am I going to have a picnic? It's not going to happen. I don't have time. Oh, yeah. So, in fact, Lex, you timed it quite well because I've just done some look, glowy glass, Lex, with bubbles in. Uranium glass. Oofed. I like that. Couldn't leave that behind. And I did pick up a paperweight. I don't think this is anything extraordinary, but it is signed on the bottom. And if they're signed, I tend to think probably worth picking up. I ought to have a look and see who it is, but my eyes are non-functioning, so bear with. No, I don't need glowy now. I need that. Right, what is it telling me? It's telling me, oh, it's Selkirk glass. I've got another one of those upstairs. Handmade in Scotland. They haven't got listed yet. And this says, thank you, just kicked my glasses on the floor. That's Max. He's just punted my glasses on the floor. Well, this has all kinds of writing on it, which Selkirk glass. Something. Yeah, it is fully signed on the base, but as you can see around the edges, but I can't tell you what it is. Yes, it was the first thing I spotted when I walked in there, because we stood outside waiting, and there weren't many of us, but every now and again this chap puts on a sort of an open thing. He's a house clearance guy, opens up his yard, and yes, it's a real bun fight, a jumble sale affair, to be honest. But yeah, the reason I like this one is because it's got a lovely sort of deep winey red with some nice bubbles inside. It's probably not the most special of paperweights, but sorry, got to show Lex my vase with ears. I like a vase with ears and a clear bird. So soon to be in many pieces by the look of things. Right, the other thing I found, and again this is going to need some TLC, is one of these little, I think it's their Normaloo box. I think I heard Lex talking about these at some point in time. It's as grubby as buggery because it's literally come out, but it's got a scene on the front. I don't know if it's a paint or a print, and this lovely beveled glass detail. It's got the remnants of some very nasty insides. Ugh. It's not that pleasant. I need to know what to do with that. Did I do well? It's 50 quid for everything. Like I say, this isn't in tip-top condition, but I love these. I'm wondering whether that probably is a print. It's going to take a while and a wet wipe and a bit of cleaning. A Normaloo. It is a Normaloo. Good. Thank you, Lex. That's what I wanted to hear. Know what it is. And for the fun bit, I got a box of jewellery. Because he knows me, and I'm always saying to him, if you get any costume jewellery. He was like, well, this hasn't been sorted. I'm like, yeah, buggery, of course it has. He's not silly. I mean, he deals in gold and silver and stuff. So I basically, he said, I've got some for you. And it was tucked right underneath. This place is piled high. You move one thing and everything falls out. It's chaos. And I was like, thank you very much. And I could see this woman kind of coming in and I'm like, yeah, I'll take the box, thank you. And I made my little pile outside. And so, yes, shall we see what's in the box? Oh, this is a Stacker's box. It's supposed to be good, aren't they? But, yeah. Yes, Stackers. So, there we go. I'm going to show you this really badly because I'm rubbish at this. It's a lovely, lovely box. The reason I got it is I could spot there were actually some gemstones in there, and I figured even that's going to make it worthwhile. And thankfully, for once, for his stuff, it wasn't wet. Sea glass cows. Hello, lovely. Yes, it has been a while, hasn't it? I'm a bit washed out here. I need to show the cat because Lex needs to see the cat. Maximus? Yes. There's the blob that passes for my cat. Sorry. We do like our cats. Right, well, diving in first, there is a very badly banged up little copper bangle, and that does look like it is actually copper and it's going to need a bit of a reshape, but I can do that. Where am I going to put them? Am I going to put them on you, cat? Or are you going to kick them off? Let's do that. There we go. Right. Oh, it was so cold out there. Now, this was one of the things I saw from the top. Oh, and you're bloody plastic, I think. Damn. Are you? Yeah, you're too light. You see, yeah, this is the thing. I didn't really dig about because I was keen to grab it. They're very nice, though. They look like carnelian. They look like carnelian. I was like, if they're carnelian beads. And, of course, everything's freezing cold, so you can't do that. Is it cold enough to be stones? I think that's possibly not the success I was hoping for, but never mind. It's fun to... It's just the fun of getting a box of things, to be honest. Big TV. Oh dear, no. I should have put some makeup on, really. That would have been pleasant. Or what the Jeff is going on here? Okay. I'm not sure I should call this jewels, but it's a mixed silver and gold tone. Kind of quite funky. I've not seen anything like this. With little balls, because you've got to have little balls there, haven't you? A bit of decoration. I'm not sure that would be the most comfortable thing to wear, but maybe that's just me. So make a little pile of costume things. I will probably. I've got some other stuff from other things that I've had, which I'll make bundles of for people who want to craft and what have you. Now this has got my attention. Okay, I'm slightly clueless, but he's a tiny little, I think he's like a leopard or a cat of some sort, because he has got a tail, albeit a rather short one, very long body. Oh, hang on, there's a mark. Hang on a minute. Little balls when it's got, yes, tiny balls. Oh, clink. Let me have a look. It does say something underneath. Oh, it's a bit much when you go for his undercarriage, isn't it? There we go. Ah, 925. So that's a little silver. Probably a knife rest, I'm thinking. Chopsticks rest, knife rest. Yeah, it's very, very small and very low, but kind of cute. I'm not sure I can really show you the face. I don't think my camera's up to it. There. Very odd. Oh, he's got a little ball under. Yes, he might be a kitten or something because he's got a little ball under his foot. So that's a bit of treasure. There we go. We have a little treasure. Very happy with that. This was for the fun of it, really, and also I want him to save more jewellery for me. No, I thought this was broken, but it isn't. This is just one of these little shell, kind of, I suppose, geometric kind of design. It may be plastic, actually. I think it's plastic rather than shell. It made to look like shell. I mean, these are quite cute. This is that sort of very 70s, 80s cloisonne style, but it's a hair comb thing. It doesn't say it's a fish and crown one, but sometimes I do little hair bobbins collections and see what people want. Everything's so cold. Chopsticks rest. Here we go. I'll go for the obvious. Plastique. It's very, very plastiques. They look nice though. Right. I'm thinking these are faux pearlies. Most definitely. I think this might be broken. I think it's missing something. No, it isn't. It's one of these multi-strand, all in those sort of pastely purple. Not really me, but someone will enjoy that. No, okay. I'm glad I'm not. You can see his foot here. You can guess what he's washing. We'll keep the camera angle just where it is. Lainey, hello, darling. Hope you're well. Nice to see you here. It's me and my little impromptu lives. I got a box of jewellery, didn't I, Lainey? It's just indulgence. Oh, this is shell. One of those. I was like, it's one of those. One of those long things that I'm not showing you properly. Right, there we go. I think you get these in every box, really, don't you? It's the sort of thing that's going to turn up. In fact, I'm wondering if I'll get the obligatory now, as Lex calls it. I am good. It's Monday. eBay fees day. Plenty of returns. But otherwise, pretty good. We're doing some drumming and getting out and about. Son's got his mock exams coming up for A-levels. That's a little bit stressful. But yes, I'm okay. I'm in fine fettle and good health, which I just wish everybody was. I've got friends who really aren't, and it's hard. It's as you get older, she says wisely, as you get older, more of your friends tend to have health issues, and it's a real shame. But yes, Lex. I saw Lex's video the other day, and she spoke about being the friend that spoke about Mount Jaro, whatever it is. I feel a bit left out because I'm not on it. It's okay, but I'm glad it's helping people because it just seems amazing. And I'm very pleased for the people who are managing to get it and are enjoying the progress they're making. I think it's an eye-opener. I never knew so much about it, and now I know many people who are using it. I've got one friend who can't get it, but she needs to get it on the NHS because she doesn't have funds, and that's proving to be a problem. But she has diabetes as well as overweight, so she's struggling a bit. We're trying to get the approval from doctors, but the doctors on the NHS don't want to prescribe because they don't get money for that. It's I feel it's a real shame that the large majority of people who need it are having to pay for it. I'm finding that difficult. Mount jar with my Ooh, yeah. No, oh God, I can't untangle this. It's getting on my nerves now. This is another one of these shelly things. No, that sounds wrong, doesn't it? It's another one of those things made out of shells, was what I meant to say. And this one is a more neutral coloured one, but it's very tangled in some quite nice bits. So that's annoying me. Perhaps we'll come back to that little ensemble in a minute. These are definitely, this is more, whoever donated this or got rid of it, definitely was into their shells. That's kind of shells and more of a plasticky feel. It's the sound that gives it away, doesn't it? All of 3 minutes. Oh, you've been in communication. Right, now this is definitely a stone. And it's on a very simple string, which is interesting. Oh, especially when I can't get it through. There we go. Here we go. These are some kind of camera. These are some kind of stones. Really rather nice. I mean, it's neutral, little beads between. Oh, it has got a brand. Lola Rose. Lola Rose. That's quite a decent brand, actually, I think, isn't it, Lola Rose? Who knew? Probably something I'll resell. How high are you? Lainey, what have you been taking? Well, I was right. There are. Hang on, this is all going to be Lola Rose then, isn't it? Because look. This one, with many different colour things. That's pinkier than it looks. But again, it's got this kind of a clasp. It's worth keeping an eye out for these. Because this seems to be Lola Rose. Or Lola Rose. Let me have a look and make sure she is. All of the drugs. Yes, that's what fascinates me. It's so much easier to get hold of illegal drugs than it is legal ones that you really need. Just saying. LR, so that's Lola Rose as well. And I've got a funny feeling there's a few in here. So that looks like it's going to be coming to an eBay shop near you at some point. This looks very much in the same vein. Oops. God, they're so cold though. He's literally had them in the shed for weeks, I think. Hang on. Yeah, we have a very similar one. In fact, is that the same? It's almost the same as the other one. These are quite big discs, and I'm guessing they're mostly quartz of some sort. They certainly look like quartz of some sort. They pay for everything then. Hey. Now, I do have a friend who is on prescription for a certain substance that people smoke. On prescription. How amazing is that? It's very professional. It all arrives from the company. It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Slightly bewildering. Yeah, I really think I've hit a Lola Rose mother load here. I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting to find any gold or anything. These are lovely, though. They're so nicely made. And they're very friendly with each other because, oh my God, tangles. Hang on. We're going in. Right, this is an adjustable one. So it's got a bit like those bracelets where you do the pulley thing. This is also Lola Rose. I'm not showing you very well. I'm really sorry. But they are all quite nice stones, all kind of quartzes and agates of some description. All incredibly cold. Oh. Lola Rose is you, is it? I wonder. Really? I'll have to look her up then. this Lola woman. It flipping is the mother load though by the look of things. And because they're on strings, they're all slightly tangled up with each other. Here we go. Yes, here we go again. The adjustable one. They are so lovely. Colours are much better than they're coming over in this light. All of the cold crystals. That might be rose quartz in there. Could even be citrine, possibly. There's some quite yellowy ones. Just beautiful. Smoky quartz. Wow. Because I just looked in and thought, that plastic one is actually plastic. Oh, okay, there's going to be some gemstones in there. Worth me having. And having gone through the plastic, the rest of it is looking... I bet this is all Lola Rose. You have a ring on beads. That's a big statement ring. I say icicle. Laney Ray's obviously more expensive, of course. But yes, Laney Rainey. What am I like? I told you my brain wasn't working. Laney. That could be a brand. These are all amazing. Right. Yes, this is also Lola Rose. I've seen these before, where they sort of cut them with hexagonals, because I like a hexagon too. Very much my favourite shape. These are all amazing, quite long. This doesn't have a clasp, but it's still got its little LR tag. You know, so they'd be really long if you were going to wear them. Oh, and that's unbelievably cold. Oh, legs. Oh, well, my tray of things I'm likely to sell is substantial now. Wow. We've hit bracelet territory, and I'm guessing these are probably her too. Oh my God. I'm sure this wasn't the shop or something that just... Sorry, I'm looking at these because they look very, very similar. They're 3 little bracelets. They don't have the tag, but they are very likely to be the same because they're the pull ones. That one looks a little threadbare though. I think that one may not get resold, just in case it falls apart. What lovely banded agates. Really nice. Really nice. Right, so that's the bracelet department. Wow. Okay. This is blue. Jesus. Sorry, I shouldn't say things like that because that can offend people. Apologies. I'm kind of blown away by this. This is not what I was expecting. Because of course he'd go through and go, nah, it's not gold or silver. Which is what I was kind of hoping. This is a really much brighter blue than it's coming over on the screen. So turquoisey blue almost. Not muted at all. Lovely big long necklace. There we go. I mean, I'm guessing a lot of these are dyed because you'd never find it that... Sorry, not showing you. You'd never find it that colour in nature, but wow, you know. I'm very fond of blue. But that's all around sort of that area, which doesn't really work for me. So I'd find it annoying, something that long. I tend to wear either very long or very short necklaces. A bit like my skirts. Very long or very short. Although at my age, there are leggings involved, obviously. Okay. Cute little bracelets. Again, these are very similar. There we go. I don't want to focus on my ratty old hands, but yeah, they're quite nice. They're very nice, really. Thank you very much, mate. Wow. I'm just thinking, actually, wow. Another pull one. This is very pinky tones. Again, all natural stones again. I don't know how dyed they've been, but how cool. That one's even got a little bit of green in it or something. But they're graduated, which is such a nice design. Really, really nice. Here we go. There's a span through it. It's that sort of not perfection, which I quite like. Gives it a bit of individuality. Dear Lord, I'm going to have to have a bit of a count up at the end because, okay, something slightly different is another very bent up copper bracelet. Yes, I think that one's possibly had its day. My hands are so cold from these stones. Ooh, I do like a bit of blue goldstone. That's fabulous. I'd be very tempted to keep them, but they're so cold to wear. But I've got like a thumbstone thing that's goldstone in blue. I can get lost in it. It's like a little universe of stars and things. Just wonderful. Okay, so that goes in the bracelet department. Right, this is a big one. A statement piece, I believe, is the phrase. Yeah, they're so pretty. It's like, I mean, you may not have sorted through it. I'm sure you went through just to hoik out anything that looked particularly interesting like gold, but this is a bit sort of, a bit kind of Flintstones, isn't it? Wilma, isn't it? The big necklace. That's really nice. They're all flat and they are actually slightly banded, the different ones. But that's quite sizable. That's a proper old statement. White on white, that was silly, wasn't it? Proper old statement piece. Where am I going to put these? There we go. Right. That's the knot I've got to come back to. Yep, they're definitely stones. Oh, and that's Lola Rose too. That's a very long flapper length set of quartzes, clear quartz. I don't know what the white stone is. Definitely grey quartz and maybe a marble actually. It looks like a marble. The whites look very much like marble. Just amazing. I think I better get more familiar with Lola Rose. I better find out some more about her. Oh, this is fab. This is gorgeous. Because now, is that lapis or is it sodalite? It's got white in it, so I'm thinking could be a very dark sodalite. Oh, I should do a bit of research. But either way, it is actually a really intense, rich colour, and they've got all the sort of matrix in there as well. Sort of white, slightly red, just different tones. Just so lovely. Wow. Well, how unexpected was this? I'm like, box of jewellery, there'll be a load of crud in there and a couple of bits I can pick out and sell. Yeah, that's fine. Couldn't be happier. Hey. Ooh, I say. Wow. Okay, I've got to show you the end bit of this first, because look, that's a malachite, which is a really unusual one, and then this big, I don't know, jadeite or onyx maybe, green onyx. And then the chain does that very 80s colourway of pink and green with the little dingly danglers. And they've all got their Lola Rose things. God, that is so cold. That's even colder than the rest of it, so that could possibly be a jade. But I'm absolutely loving this malachite because they cut it on the... Ooh, hello. That looks like an eyeball. That's a really lovely bead. Do like it. How much? Well, the jewellery, I bought the jewellery and all of the other bits for £50. So I'm reckoning he probably charged me about maybe 25 for the jewellery. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other things. So yeah, because you never quite know when you buy this. You're like, oh well, I always, yeah, exactly. That is a wow, particularly when it's like this. Yes, here we go. It's an entire Lola Rose collection. Sorry, let me show you that properly because I'm waving it about and I'm aware I'm rubbish at this. These are all nice coloured little stones. Again, interesting colourways with this drop on the end, which is quite interesting in itself. don't know what that is. Oh, there we go. So banded agate again, I would imagine. Really pretty. Well, yes. I think I absolutely couldn't be more quids in, to be honest. I mean, many quids in. Oh, it's a bracelet again. My God, that's wow. Okay, what stone is that? I mean, it's got every colour going on. That is amazing. It's got blues and oranges and greens. Is that correct? No, that's just in the stone. Just a little pool. How fabulous is that? I'm guessing Lola Rose is quite expensive. I've never bought Lola Rose. I think I may have had one or two of her necklaces that I just popped away and thought, oh, I will sell those at some point, and haven't, because I'm very lazy when it comes to listing jewellery, because I'm so used to doing clothes and it's so easy, which is not the correct way of doing things. Are you Lola Rose as well? Yes, it's got the little tag. This is a little toggle with a nice little rose quartz and some lovely colourful beads all the way through. So that's quite a short length one. That's more my kind of gold, my kind of length of necklace. It's QVC. Oh, right, okay. Yes, things that you can buy through those channels tend to be stonkingly expensive. We're really getting to the bottom of this now. I promise. She'll be like, oh my God, what's this woman doing? That's an unusual one too. It's sort of a bluey grey. A blue grey. Not a banded one. They almost feel like jade because they're so cold. I mean, I honestly don't know. I'm going to have to go and have a really thorough look. Really thorough look at what they all are. Because it's quite overwhelming. Yeah. Here we go. One of these little pull things. This is a nice colourway. Black and the greens. These are little hearts, actually. And they are malachite by the look of things. Let me show you properly again. Not doing very well. You see, they look like they're malachite. And possibly a jadeite, maybe a onyx, obsidian. I'm never sure which is which. It's more likely to be onyx, isn't it? Very cute. That's another shorter length one. They're definitely good quality. I mean, they've got a slight homespun charm about them, but there's no doubt. Well, thank you. Did you have to scratch? Yeah, you sent half a ton of fur all over everything. Rude. And then there's, as a complete counter, there's this very delicate, also by Lola Rose, wherever she is. And there's just this with little beads dropping off it, which I'm guessing are probably stone again, because she seems to do stones rather than glass. Very, very cute. Nice layering piece. And that just leaves me with this little knot that I've got to get sorted. Maybe if I undo something. Because one of these pieces is also, I think, possibly a Lola. But it could be it's a layered bugger. In a multi-strand. Come on now, where are you? Right, you're a different one. You are not part of the same necklace. Right, this doesn't have the quality feel of Ms. Lola. And it is still a little bit tangled, but it's a two-layer one with a circle and a something like this. But that's not in the same league quality-wise. But I'd say somebody will love it. We're getting there. There's just one thing hooked around one thing. And if that's all one necklace, ack. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a multi-layered fandango going on here. I don't think this one is Lola. I'm not seeing anything. I showed you the shell one. But the other one, which I think is very attractive, but I currently can't separate and agree with, is this. It's glass, and there's a blue with an AB coating and a green. They're like sort of cubes, but it's a multi-strand one, and it does not want to separate from this. Oh, actually, maybe it will. I've just seen a way out. Bear with. Yes, okay. Phone. Yay. I was thinking, am I going to make it better or am I going to make it horribly worse? It's still going to be a bit of a nightmare. I'm pretty sure that is all one. In fact, that look amazing on. Because when they're all at different lengths, they will look lovely. But you can see they really sparkle. Very elegant. But that doesn't appear to be a Lola. At least I'm not getting that from it. But still lovely. Very happy with that. And my Shelley one. So out of all of that, I've got a little pile of stuff that will go into... I've got a lot of dust. We'll go into a multi-lot. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll put you in the corner so that huge tangle. That's 14, 15, 16, 17 Lola Rose necklaces. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lola Rose bracelets, a ring, which may or may not be Lola Rose because I don't know. That's kind of cute, and a couple of other bits that could be interesting to sell. So that's lovely. That's so much fun. Oh, sorry. That's the problem with jewellery, isn't it? It makes your nose go. And my lovely little silver, whatever he is, because he's cute and he'll stay with me as a very small mascot. So thank you all for joining me. I've kept you for far longer than I thought that would take. Well, that's for me to look at later. So thanks for joining me. I will try and not leave it quite so long till I do another one. Pardon me. And I will see you all again soon. So take care, guys. Taddy bye. I am ending the stream now. Take care of yourselves. Ooh, there we go. Ciao.